and welcome to Crypto Angles podcast number 16. So welcome. I don't have my mic this time, so if my sound was a little bit off before, it's because my mic wasn't working, so I'm just talking in the laptop's mic, so hopefully I sound a bit better. So it is the 16th podcast. That's 1 and 6, so that's 7, meaning source is coming through on this podcast. And as you all know, we're going to go into a little bit of extra angles as well as our astrology this time. But as you all know, XRP has won the court case, and I've got a lot to share with you. So welcome everyone. Anyway, over here, we combine astronomy with astrology and a little bit of esoteric knowledge to see what the crypto market could be doing. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am no expert. I have just fallen in love with stargazing, and I realized that had an impact on the crypto market. So we're just exploring, we're analyzing here. But I need to show you something before we get into the astrological story of next week, as Mercury moves from Cancer into Leo and as Venus retrogrades in Leo. So I want to share something with you. Something that I found, and basically I shared it on my Instagram story. So if you are following me there, I shared this before the settlement happened. I shared it before the settlement happened, so I was kind of like, whoa, it was very interesting. So follow me over there if you'd like, but I don't feel appreciated over on my Instagram, like legit I don't, whereas those who watch my video here, I feel you'd appreciate this knowledge. So I'm going to share it here, and I feel I'm only going to really share it here and on my threads on Instagram. But the other aspects of Instagram, no business. Anyway, as I also said last week, I said in my last week's video, I was like, breakout next week? And that's what I said. I was like, is there going to be a breakout next week? And it happened. It happened. So the charts are going to be interesting when we look into that. But I have to share with you that all of this was signaled on the world stage before it happened. Okay, before it happened. So let's go to, where am I? So this is my threads if you'd like. And as you can see here, I was like, let the ripples ripple, sound not the XRP yet. This was 4 days ago, and I'd done the whole decode using Gematria. So those who don't know, Gematria is it's placing numerical values to every single letter, as you can see. So in essence, this is the way consciousness can be measured numerically. It's the way you can see which things has a relationship with each other, which things are on the same frequency in essence, that it has a relationship with each other. So when one thing kicks off, it could spark the other thing. So as you can see straight away, as you can see, we've got Titan Sumber Slide. So that is exactly what it was. Okay, this Titan Sumber Slide, this world stage event, was a signal for this recent price movement. Again, if you're watching this video, you know XRP has just done one massive jump. So but this was signaled. So this event happened on the 18th, was it the 18th or 19th of June? Okay, happened in June, right? So people were warned about this. I'm going to share more, but as you can just see here, we've got XRP settlement with the Titan Sumber Slide. So that is exactly what it was, but I do want to share more with you. You can literally look through. I've got my threads as well. I've actually done it here, but I didn't add the extra thread that shows more. Okay, so we're actually going to look at these different titles, because this is what the Ocean Gate Titan Summer Slide was called in many different variations. So basically I looked at all of them to get an idea of what was potentially being said. So we're actually going to do this now, okay, on here. So I want to show you a version I did not show on my Instagram. You've got different versions of Gematria. As you can see, you've got ordinal, reduction, and there's much more. So ordinal is just basically it's simple Gematria. It's just English. So A equals 1, X equals 24. It's just simple, whereas the others calculate their alphabet differently. So that's how it works out. So we are mainly going to be focusing on ordinal, but I also like the Hebrew, but I get the Hebrew from a different website. I get it from a different website. So what I want to show you though with ordinal, so we're just focusing on ordinal. Ocean Gate Titan. We've got the 135 with the Ocean Gate Titan. Okay, so just remember this number. All of these numbers is basically, it's our intermingled web of reality. This is how I see these numbers. So it's like there's links one way and there's also links other ways, if you know what I mean. There's different ways how this is sparked, or there's different ways how this can spark other things. That's kind of how I've seen this, and I learned this from my mentor, just letting you know, waters above, is how I've learned all of this, and it's amazing. So I didn't notice him do this though, so I don't know. So remember, we've got the 135, we've also got Build Back Better, 135. Okay, keep that in mind. We've got Golden Gate Bridge. All right, so this is signaling. Bear in mind, people, we are on a transition right now with our currency. We're transitioning. It's a like year-long transition. It's not just happening today, but it's beginning. Okay, it is beginning. Something I do want to show you on the other one, Ocean Gate Titan. So we've got Hebrew Gematria. We've now got the 462. As you can see, simple Gematria, which is ordinal. We've got the 135 again. So here it comes up with extra stuff which links to it. So this is kind of how I get where this is how I get the message. So what popped out to me was get out and use signal. Okay, use signal. So for me, you're seeing this Ocean Gate Titan pop up on the world stage, because that's what the world stage is for. It's a stage where they draw your attention to, and that's how they take your energy. All right, and they also communicate, they signal, and they ritualize these days on the world stage. So the actual day had a very significance as well, but we're not going down that route of decoding. But as you can see, when this has appeared on the world stage, Ocean Gate Titan 462, those who know how to decode and to read what is actually happening on the world stage, those who know and have the gnosis of this, they'd know to say, okay, I need to use this signal of the Ocean Gate Titan, and they realize what is signaling, or what is going to what's going to happen basically, but they know it's a signal. You've also got progress in here, so you know whatever this event is linked to, progress is happening. And because I'm seeing it linked to cryptocurrency, progress is moving in that. Okay, so May the games begin, they've started. Rothschilds are involved. If you didn't know, they one of the members, you know, they were involved in the Ocean Gate Titan. So again, that makes sense. We also had It Has Begun. Okay, we've had It Has Begun. There was Cancer Sun and something else. I kind of just wrote it down. You got Cancer Sun. So this is interesting as we move into astrology because look, the sun is in Cancer. All right, so that's just interesting in terms of what's come up with XRP. I'm just keeping that in my head. And we've also got dissipation. I don't know. Yeah, basically that stood out to me. When I go on this site, I only kind of go onto the words because there's loads of words, you can get carried away. I only go onto the ones that stands out to me. Okay. And that dissipation, I can't describe, I can't pronounce it, but that's basically fully enjoying the pleasures and the senses of life. So again, I find that interesting. It's saying use the signal, dissipation, it has begun. You can enjoy your pleasures, there's progress. And then obviously this is Golden Gate Bridge, and build back better. And also we've got financial freedom, 135. Does it, or is it a coincidence that even in the Hebrew it's linked to it saying use the signal, there's financial freedom? Yes. Okay, so that's just one. We've just Ocean Gate. What popped up for that was rebrand in the Hebrew being a 212. We got get rich, Pisces and Virgo. So I'm paying attention to any Pisces, Virgo, astrology things. Yeah, I'm paying attention to that, but I'm not going to put that one in because that one's kind of short. We're just going to go to the next one. I'm going to put in Titan. Titan giving a 64 because obviously it was a Titan. That stood out to me a lot. And you've also got Yahweh as a Titan, so I'm seeing this Titan involved in it. In particularly, you've got Titanic. Titanic in the Hebrew is 262. Oh, that's super interesting. Didn't we get another 262 somewhere? Oh, okay. Okay, look, I need to show you this because I've just saw this connection. Titanic. In Hebrew, we've got the 262, as I've said, yeah? 262 in Titanic. Now, we're moving back to this one to find out what else links to 67. Okay, but bear in mind, keep the 262 number in your head because that is another link, and I'll show you what that links to. But for now, the 76, we've got Ripple. So bear in mind, I done a, oh, should I put this? Oh, I'm going to attach it to the end of this video. I'm going to attach my video that got 1.4 million views. Because I was like, oh, you got normal people worried about the Ocean Gate Titan. And then you've got decoders knowing it's 111 year anniversary ritual sacrifice. Like, that's what it was. I'll attach it at the end of this video. But you've got Ripple. So basically what I'm saying here is Ripple XRP has been over a century plan. Okay, it's been over a century plan with that 76. You've got Jackpot 76, Titanic linked to 76, the plan, Titanic. That's why the Ocean Gate Titan submarine, it was linked to the Titanic. You've also got Tether. Okay, so Tether is part of the plan. Keep that in mind if you are watching this video. I know much FUD, fear, doubt, uncertainty is caused around Tether. That is purposely designed. Okay, Tether is part of the plan. Know this. Keep in mind, Titanic in Hebrew fits 262. Yeah. I want to show you this. So Titanic was 262 in Hebrew. We've then got the 262 again here in ordinal. Ocean Gate, yeah, because that's what it was. Okay, Ocean Gate Titan Summer Slide. That was like the whole name. We've then got the 262. What else comes out with this 262 energy? What else comes out with this 262 energy? We had Super Bowl 57. Now, please check out my mentor's decode on this because it was like, whoa. Yeah, there's no surprise it links to that. We've also got It is God who is doing this, which is telling me this is organic code at play, doing what it needs to do. We've also got on the right track with this. Okay, if you didn't know, if you did not know, maybe by now you have discovered the language of God, because God is code. This is how it communicates. And then not only that, we do have, look, oh, getting close. Oh, let's extra thing there, getting closer, let's go. That popped up. I was like, oh, okay, movement's happening, people. Movement is happening. If you're into twin flame shit, you've got this too. So this is twin flame. It's the alchemical process of the right hemisphere of the brain and the left hemisphere of the brain. That's the most important thing. If people want to look at it external, you can, but in essence, I'm seeing you yourself, you're trusting yourself more, leveling up from this point onward. And in the physical, people may be getting booed up also. And the last part on this is get your house in order. It's all coming up, people. This was a signal on the 18th of June telling people get your house in order, use the signal, all of that stuff. You've then got, look, Titanic submarine. This is what social media was saying, like, oh, Titanic submarine, it's gone missing, blah blah blah. In that you've also got the 178. You've got 178. It's a divine frequency, organic code at play. You've got the clock is ticking. That's why another variation said use the signal. And then emergency broadcast 178. So this is how the social media presented it first. So it was telling you there's an emergency broadcast, clock is ticking. In the Hebrew, it's 719, and we get dragon energy, and it's all an illusion. We've also got here comes the sun. So these are just some of the things. And then the last one I'd like to say is this, which we did already see it on the thing, but let me show you. Titan Summer Slide, we've got the 191, and then we have the beginning of the end. The end is approaching, this transition is happening, and I find it wild. This is slipping through the collective, because I was watching the interview with Waters Above and Coach JV, and he even said this is the beginning of the end, like what's happening now. We've got reverse the curse. What is happening here? We've got the week to remember. So when we're looking back in the future, we're going to be like, or people who had no idea of this big wealth transitioning happening, like, when did this all come into place? We'd look back and say, damn, it was when the Titanic submarine happened. You see how with the sinking of the Titanic, you had people on the ship who were opposed of the fraction, the what is it called, Federal Reserve banking system, and then they died because they were against it. So they died, they were cut loose, and then it had opened. The Federal Reserve banking system was created. So similarly to this event, we'll be like, whoa, all of this is happening. When did this start? If this is interesting so far, like if your mind is like, whoa, do let me know. We've got as well beautiful harmony. Again, that's telling me that it's organic code. It's literally organic code. We've got the Lord is on earth. Going back to Titan being Yahweh, I'm seeing alongside this organic code, this is how energy is being harvested. This Lord character being Kronos, being, all of that. Transfer of wealth. I'm not gassing. They use the world stage. And so this is what I mean. We think, oh, they lie to us. They don't lie. They're telling us the truth in plain sight. They're telling us the truth. We've also got, again, twin flame shit, but I feel I need to mention it. So this, again, is coming into deeper connection with you. You're trusting yourself. For example, me being open and sharing this and not being like, oh, what are people going to think? Because when I say, when my mentor was sharing this info, Gematria, it was just amazing to me. I was like, whoa. We've got some times in there. We've got I'm spelling this wrong. W-I-N. How do you spell solstice? S-O-L-S-T-I-C-E. Winter solstice. We've also got summer solstice. So there's times in there. Take that, interpret that how you would like. And then, of course, XRP settlement. So this happened again 18th of June. That breakout, that settlement that happened 13th of July. It's actually going to be interesting. I don't know how my mentor does it. Like, it is on this website, I think, where you can calculate the date between, because I'm sure that's going to give some insight too. And not only that, but that is enough. Oh, I also do want to share on the Hebrew one, we do have 785. My laptop's getting a bit loud. Use that website yourself. Just type in Gematria calculator on Google. It will come up. But what pops up with the 785 is died suddenly. One final surprise. You know what? Let's just put it in. Titan summer slide. Okay. I told you 785. Died suddenly. Died suddenly. We've got strong delusion, emerald times are tough, emergency, one final surprise that was interesting. And what also come up was monthly income. Where did I see that? Monthly income. Yeah, so that was interesting. The died suddenly was just like, whoa, for me. But we also had on the world stage, let's not forget who... Get rid of some space. But anyway, back to the lady on the plane, and I realised I've already spoken for like 25 minutes and we've not even touched on the astrology story and the technical analysis. So let me be quick. But if this is like valuable to you, because, we can find out what world stage events are saying. But anyway... back to the lady on the plane, because this event happened on the 4th of July. Was it the 4th of July? I'm more than sure it was the 4th of July, which to me, that's very interesting, because that's also, it's Independence Day, isn't it? It was Independence Day, or that's when it definitely went viral. Like the 4th and the 5th was coming up a lot. So what independence is she declaring? What is she saying? What is she saying? Now, I've already done this. We're going back to my, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and you know, we're going to touch back on my technical analysis, but yo, I drew that triangle, so I'm proud of myself. I'm just so happy that, well, look at this here. I'm just so happy that I'm trusting myself. Anyway, event 152, lady on the plane, 152. It's just simple gematria. And this is the surface level, people. There are so many ways to like decode this, so many numbers which will strengthen your knowing in what's going on. But this is just basic, simple on how the 1% communicate with each other. We've got the lady on the plane. It was a black swan event. So we had a lot of people saying, I believe she saw something. She definitely did. And then you also had a lot of people saying, strange lady, just, you know, because she got denied, or, you know, basically making her out to seem like she's mental. Regardless, it doesn't matter what it was. It really don't matter, because it was a black swan event. Now, the lady herself, you never know. She was probably coerced into doing that. So something probably frightened her, where she's just like, whoa, but it was a calculated event, you see? Or it was something, it was either a full actor just doing it for the event, or, you know, she was a genuine person and that was a calculated move, and that's how she acted. Or it's just all a lie and she was fully lying. There was no one there. Like, it could have been anything, but again, it doesn't matter, because it was a black swan event. It was presented heavily on the world stage. And why? Why was it? Event 152. XRP adoption. On the 4th of July last week, it was signaled on the world stage that there will be an XRP adoption. We've also got stellar lumen. So keep that in mind. Bridge currency 152. Remember, people, it's a Truman show, so don't worry. Just don't worry. Did anything else interesting come out on that? Not that I saw of. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you all today. Okay, bear with me quickly. I wanted to share that because I was like, I need to show you like a different layer of what is, as well as the astrology story. I was talking about, I'm seeing like momentum picking up with how we're going to exchange our energy. Did I not say, this is why I'm gassed. Did I not say we're going to be moving in a way that supports us more, exchanging our energy that supports us more, supports our what matters to us? So that's our home, our family, our structure. Did we not get that popped up in the Gematria? Did we not get your house in order with the 262? Did we not have that? We had 262. So from the teens of June, from the 18th of June, those who know this, who have this gnosis and knows how to read it, knew it's time to get your house in order, because there was an XRP settlement coming. Okay, so, and again, I just find it interesting because I was saying here, I said it here, this Sunday, this video, I was like, with this, we're going to be moving in that way. And what do you know? It was literally coded on the stage to get your house in order. We had rapid movements here in XRP, which we'll look at that first, okay? And then Bitcoin, so I often spend a lot of time on Bitcoin. But we'll look at XRP first. Yeah, so I find that all interesting, that the whole U signal, as well as Mercury entering Cancer here. And this is why it's mind-blowing that it aligns with the natural sky, with astronomy, not mainstream astrology. Well, to be fair, I don't know what mainstream astrology is saying. It's a little bit ahead, but I don't focus on it too much. But with now with Lilith, so I want to talk about Gemini, no moon, new moon, Lilith with Virgo, entering into Virgo, Mercury going into Leo, and the Sun going into Cancer, as well as Venus stationing retrograde. So what is all of this telling me? With the no moon, new moon, price likes to find its top. Remember last week I was saying price likes to find its top. Price gets pulled up. This new moon energy will end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will end next weekend. Okay, the pulling up. So what is this telling me? This is telling me that crypto is going to probably top out next week. You heard this here. If you've heard it here, I'm saying I won't be surprised if crypto tops out next week, which is showing me going into August. Oh, what am I quickly seeing? Yeah, going into August with what I quickly saw there. Grab this calendar, people. I didn't even say grab the calendar if you'd like. It is available on Etsy if you'd like to follow along. Feel free to do that. And also, this is my Patreon. This is what it does look like if you'd like to join that, because then you'll get a discount on the calendar, 30% off. But anyway, back to the calendar. With kind of what I'm seeing in August, I'm seeing more choppy behavior, more rigorous choppy behavior, but I'm seeing the peak in July. Like, you may get other cryptocurrencies that haven't moved yet jumping off in August. That could be a possibility, but based on the top boys, maybe we'll have a little look at ETH if my laptop will handle it. But basing it on like the top dogs, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, and the main coins, they're the biggest ones. I'm seeing July. Yeah, I'm just seeing July. As we go into August, it's going to be interesting where it's ready to find its support. But let's focus on this anyway. As I said, I'm expecting it to be fast movement, so it has moved quite a lot. I'm anticipating it to move even more. Bear in mind, our sun is attracting Gemini experiences, because the sun is still in Gemini before it moves to Cancer. So this is why it's more momentum now, and because this is a no moon where price likes to find its resistance, I'm seeing it will move quite high or quite quickly again to this next level of resistance, especially XRP, and we'll see which targets it could be reaching when we move into the technical analysis. So that's what I'm seeing with the no moon, new moon being in Gemini, a quicker movement to get to that resistance. With Lilith being in Virgo. Now, Lilith represents our suppressed aspects of us. I don't really see it too tough with crypto. However, astrology impacts our energy. So this is how it can impact crypto. With this representing our suppressed aspects of us, and Virgo being the maiden who's very analytical, looks at all the details, very decisive, pays attention to the details, and is a little bit slow in decision making. Because she wants to know how she can truly give her love, or how she can truly benefit others. So when it comes around making decisions, there may be some restrictions there, which is telling me that people, the collective, not everyone, but the collective, when it comes to taking profit, hear what I'm saying? When it comes to taking profit, people are going to struggle here, because Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo, which is also going to tell me people are going to anticipate, because we've got people on Twitter saying $5 XRP by December 2023. If not, I owe you all pizza. pass me the pizza, fam, because I don't see that happening. We're too indecisive. Okay, we're too indecisive to get to that point, or many people are seeing it go so far, which is causing them to be indecisive, because it's restriction around decisiveness. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people anticipating the markets to just be going up and up and up, and they're not going to be deciding too quick or to take profits, and they're going to be emotionally crushed. Okay, and this is the issue with having such high targets, without focusing on now what's happening now. All right, so that's what I'm seeing there, so keep that in mind, as Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo until she's there for time, you know. She's there for time. As I says, I'm not gonna, yeah, she's there until November. She's there until November, which it's telling me, that's telling me, people, the bottom isn't coming in until November. Our next actual support, before we start forming a structure to continue to the upside. So this is where I'm seeing that November XRP is probably falling back to 50 cents, probably wicking to 45 to 48 cents by November. People are indecisive. They're indecisive. Okay, protect yourself. I've already got burnt by all of this, so protect yourself. And seeing the astrology, I can see how this can easily be. Right, moving on to we're not even touched on the TA. How long is this video? Mercury moving into Leo and the Sun moving into Cancer. So Mercury is our energy exchange. It's our thought process, how we communicate and give and receive our energy. So it's money as well, and Mercury does cover paper money, crypto. It is fast money, made out of thin air. And that is Mercury, and it's moving into Leo. So the way we're ready to exchange our energy on the level or through the manifestation of money, it's going to be done in a more confident way. Okay, it's going to be done quite confidently. So this is where I'm saying by even just the end of July, so we'll probably get some, well, probably, I'm anticipating upward momentum with this no moon energy. But as Mercury moves into Leo, and that is there until oh, it stations retrograde in Leo, actually. It stations retrograde in Leo. So it's in Leo for a while. So the way we're ready to exchange our energy is going to be done confidently. If you want to focus that on more your life, I do talk about that on my Thursday videos, where it's linked more to life. But round money and crypto, because this is our main focus, we're going to be exchanging our crypto in a bold manner. That's what I'm seeing. So confidence is obviously going to come in, or the way you're going to shine. People may be openly sharing more about crypto around about this time. They may be openly sharing, whoa, I've made this much from it, or whoa, blah, blah, blah. I feel there's going to be a lot of hype around crypto at this time, which will cause many people to come into crypto and then get destroyed. Because what goes up must come down, people. Always remember that if you're seeing this video now's not the time to get involved into crypto. I'll say that openly. Be smart, be wise, just observe. There's always opportunities for money, for one. Never trust anyone who says there's never going to be opportunities for money. Yes, certain opportunities come to an end and come to a close. Crypto, there is an opportunity in crypto, and then after this next opportunity for crypto, there won't be, but there will, well, not so easily, not so affordable, but there will always be opportunities, so always know that. But that's kind of what I'm seeing there. There may be a lot of people openly, confidently sharing a lot about crypto, which will cause a lot of people to pay attention. They may then want to invest at not the best time. So just keep that in mind. When it's being hyped, stay away from it. When it's low and no one's interested in it, get excited. Okay? So, yeah. And now with obviously the sun being in Cancer is similar to this whole Cancer energy now. You, from this point on, you are literally in your physical reality going to experience what is important to you. So you've been exchanging your energy in this way. Now you're going to experience it. Okay. Yes. So the way we exchanged our money went up, didn't it? People took profits. So now ego is ready to experience what you've how you've exchanged your energy. Okay? It's time to experience that. So what does matter to you? Profits from crypto is coming, okay, in through our ego. Ego is how we interact with our reality, so it's literally happening now within our reality. Okay, crypto's moving, crypto is moving. There's always officious. Okay, trading view. Look first, then leap. Okay, so we're not rushing into anything. I did say, oh, I just have to look at XRP first. I'm sorry, Bitcoin. I said XRP is my baby and I love it almost as much as the bearable bull. I love it almost as much as the bearable bull. Oh, can I show you? Let me show you whilst that's loading. This is why I love XRP. XRP 58, yeah? This is why I'm just gassed with XRP. And I've had what's come up in my frequency bandwidth, would I say. I've got like buy XRP and all of that too. So anyway, XRP, see on super charts. I feel like the extra gematria, it's just a deeper level of knowing. So you can stand in your knowing without being moved. Like I said, if you know how to do technical analysis, you would have saw that breakout anyway. But this is just like, it's extra. You know what I mean? It's just that extra. So you can literally be supported. And oh my days, I still need to do that back test of this. But as the market's just looking juicy, we'll do it at some point. But also, I was saying last week, I didn't expect it to go this high, I'm not gonna lie, but as I said, it was coded from the world stage. It gave its signals as to why it obviously has made it to this level. But I was thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna reach to 60 cents because Uranus, this burgundy line here, berry line, that is the Uranus luminary. So I kind of anticipated price to be pulled up to the 60 cents range, but it actually just collided straight through. It touched did we wick to 90? No, 81. So wait, I'm gonna look at the candle so I can actually see. Not the hollows candle. Yeah, I thought as much. So we wicked to 94. We wicked to 94. We broke out of that triangle, like I said, and I was just like, it also makes sense because we're getting a cross. So usually when crosses happen, sometimes it just bounces off. And with Mercury and Pluto, the yellow and the blue, it kind of just amplified that. So I am coming back to the line because the line kind of tells me where price has truly settled. We wicked to 90, but in volume we actually were at the 81. At the 81 range, and we obviously wicked above it and we are below it now. So yeah, what are the next steps for XRP? This is interesting. Where are we hovering? So we're hovering on a support at 71. Something is there, so let's put a line. Okay, put that line because you can see there's something there it's hovering on. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. See, look left to see what's going on. So I'm actually gonna do this so you can see the touch points. So obviously we've got a touch point there, touch point here. Oh, you have to press it each time. If also, let me know, people, if you're interested in like a back test of what a video of this. I'm probably gonna do it anyway, but it'll be nice to have feedback if that's what you would like. Just exploring what it is. And obviously we've had touch points here. So we've had resistance, support, support. We were under it completely, and now we're on it at support. So literally I've done this because this is telling me where it is right now is it's a proven area of support and resistance, literally where it is right now. So this has told me I can literally kind of just look here, and from this point we could continue upward because it is support. It's just like fuck this, I'm not making this my support. It's like it's gone straight up here. But keep in mind, because this isn't telling me we could come back to it. You see, when we're coming back down, because it's so empty, we could easily come back to it. And as I said, finding that support again to 50. Yeah, and I did watch my mentor's last week's video. No, I watched his interview with the Bearable Bull. Please go check it out. Both of them are cool. You know, I've invested in both of them, but he mentioned there too that having a 50p like just under 50 cents XRP at the end of this year wouldn't be shocking, and it would actually be quite healthy. So it makes sense. So anyway, let's look a little bit higher, lower, to see what's going on. And I'm gonna do it as the candle. As you can see, all of these are just sloping to the upside anyway. Yeah, they're just all sloping to the upside. And price is just it's hovering on here. Now it is extended, so it's like when it's extended from the moving averages, it could easily fall back down. But it just doesn't seem like XRP has finished its move yet. I just don't feel it has. And could it potentially... I don't know. Could it just break out? Where are we here? Could we have a breakout soon? Something like it doesn't find XRP doesn't take long to get to where it needs to get to, and then it takes forever and a day to float down. Something my mentor mentioned as well, like there's 4 days usually after its initial breakout for it to continue. So I'm keeping an eye on that, because that essentially is tomorrow. Monday would be it. So if it's kind of just coiling to the point, if it's just coiling to the point it's ready to make its next leg up, like basically just coiling until these move a little closer before it can jump up, because look, the 30 minutes is getting closer to it, and when this gets closer it could just be like, oh, it's getting ready to go again into like Sunday night into Monday, probably, as the New York time session opens. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm just keeping that in mind anyway. I just don't feel like XRP's finished its jump. So I'm only really going to just say that. I don't feel it's finished it. I feel it's... let's figure out where its next leg up will be, if it's to go on up further. Also, it's like the RSIs, look right there on the hour. This is how I look at stuff, people. As I said, I'm not an expert, so if this is all over the place, go elsewhere. But if you like the way I'm kind of figuring it out, then you're welcome. The RSI, it's kind of like pointing upward, kind of like ready. It's sat definitely in the middle at 50, but it looks like it's getting ready to go over it again, going on to the 4-hour RSI. Like, look, it is above it. It's looking like it's ready to slope up and make, you know, just make its next head up, if you know what I mean. That's kind of what I'm seeing there. And of course, if it's making its next leg up, it is going to fill out this wick anyway. It's going to fill out that wick. It's next week. It's $1. Like, I don't know why I'm taking so long to say it's $1. That's where it's going to next. And it may squeeze higher than $1, but I'm saying quite safely. This is obviously where it's at. Yeah, there's a little something there, and then obviously this is the next one at 90, but then we've just got this one. Yeah, I'm basically seeing the next level for XRP to jump up is the dollar. It may try and like squeeze and push up further, but I'm not seeing it past this high, and this, people, is going to be your biggest indication that we are still in a downward trend. Okay, on the larger scale, that's what this is going to indicate to you. All right, if we go past it and close a candle above that 46, I doubt we're reaching this high, but if that's the case, then it will be like, oh, you know, but essentially it hasn't even gone above this highest one, which is, again, it's something that we will need to see to know we're fully moving into price discovery. And I just don't feel that that's happening now. I feel we're still in this overall long trend. And I did say it's not going to surprise me if we jump up, and then as we come down, we're trading along this trend line down to 50. Oh, would you look at that? Does that reach to November or closer to November? We go up, we trade down to 50 September. We're just hovering down like a floating thingamabob, and it goes down into winter. Oh, this just looks beautifully. 50 cents during the winter period. That's kind of what I'm seeing. If we go below that, then that's just like a black swan event where the elite just want it lower before they buy it right back up again. Yeah, keep that in mind. But that's all I'm going to say for XRP. If we are, once we pass the dollar, especially if we're not passing $1.39 and structurally staying above it, we're not continuing, people. And like, as I says, really it needs to stay above this high, which is 190, and that's just not happening now. So be prepared for like a dead cat bounce. It just bounces off it and it just falls back down. Okay, past $1, if you are invested in this and XRP goes past $1, please, obviously this is not financial advice, but I would, you know, suggest getting ready to take profit. Okay, yeah, you know how much profit you're going to take. You should have your own plan, but I'd recommend taking profit just to secure yourself. You know, obviously you don't take all profits because you don't know where it's going to go, but you have your own plan. But as I said, when it's reaching $1, it's time to get out, not time to get in. Okay, moving on to Bitcoin quickly. I feel this is one long ass video, and I'd really appreciate it if you lot find this appreciative. If you lot appreciate it, I'd like to know. I'd appreciate it if you let me know. Anyway, BTC is very messy. You should see my eyes right now. It's just squinting. It's squinting. Right, again, I find this interesting. Do I? We've had the cross right there. It's a bit too much for my eyes. I think I have ADHD. I need it a bit simpler. So well, not I think. Basically, I went on TikTok, and according to TikTok, I've got ADHD. So but I think that's just my multi-dimensionality aspects playing out. Yeah. So Bitcoin didn't go up as high as XRP. Did it happen then? No, yeah, this was a Titan Sumber slide. So as I says, this when for anything to exist, one thing needs to die for something to live, an energy exchange. So basically when the Titan Sumber slide went down, Bitcoin went up. It went up. We've got, June there. So this recent Ripple kind of winning, it didn't really cause much for Bitcoin, but it did go up, and it got rejected again at 31k. And as I said, like, though it's clearly getting rejected because back here it was its resistance, so it just broke through it straight away, and it was its resistance straight away. So it makes sense Bitcoin is having a little extra struggle to kind of break past this, because this hasn't. Oh, it's been a support here. It has been a support, but its last part, it obviously wasn't a support, it was resistance. So it just needs to break through it. Because XRP has happily just pushed up past Uranus here, I'm seeing Bitcoin easily doing the same. Like, there's just no reason not to. And as you can clearly see, 37 is its next target. I don't even think we need to go into this one that deep. Like, as these energies pick up, we're going to get a no moon, new moon, as I said here on the 17th, on Monday. So these energies can kick in from any moment, and that is what happened with XRP as well. It's this no moon energy that did kick in, so that had played a part too, as well as the XRP settlement, as well as is being noticed on the world stage, and as well as the technical analysis. So there's multiple different angles, but in essence, what I can clearly see based just on the moon phases, the no moon, new moon is going to appear here is going to be Gemini. So it's quicker movement. So I'm seeing Bitcoin being pulled up to it. This line here, I believe, is the 4 hour. So let's check on the 4 hour moving average. And oh, would you look at that? Look at how beautiful this is. I'm seeing, just based off the 4 hour, this is going to get to it much quicker. Bitcoin, and look how it's just solid on this level. It's just solid. It's truly, it's got its support here. It's like it's caught in between this 31 and this zone 30. It's trading horizontally between that right now. And because these have recently crossed over, I'm seeing so much more momentum in the works here, because they're not far apart from each other, and price just seems like it's getting ready to extend from it. Based on the hour too, we're probably even closer. Oh, on the hour we have crossed to the downside though. We've crossed. So basically on the hourly level, it is just hovering there. It would be nice to just see price come up a little bit just to get over it. So closer to yeah, like 308 and above. If Bitcoin's around about that price, it's just, I'd say if you're seeing Bitcoin at that price, it's more of an indication we are continuing to the upside. I've got no doubt. Look at on the 1 hour on the RSI, we're at the bottom. We're being supported by Uranus. We're being supported by Uranus, and the moment we get above Mercury and Pluto on the smaller time frame, it's just onward momentum. That's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Yes, this RSI, we could easily get rejected off the 50, or we could push through it and continue up. So I am seeing that, and as I said, 37 is its next range. After that, 46. I do see a 46 Bitcoin in the card. As I said, XRP, it would like squeeze up to $1. $1 is a psychological level for XRP. So I'm seeing it reach there quite easily. And I'm also seeing there being a wick above it